My dear friends, this is Jesus. I come to you tonight with great joy in my heart, great love, a great pleasure to be with you. I would like to speak a little bit with you about what is occurring in a general way with you and with this planet. Most of all, I would like to bring in some healing, heart-opening energy, otherwise known as love. I think that was an excellent introduction, don't you? So relax and breathe. We will be here with you tonight. We will be sharing with you for some time a beautiful healing love energy, bringing it through your bodies, all the way through all of your chakras, opening your hearts. Working with you in very deep ways to bring through the additional amplified energy that is occurring now. The light is indeed intensified. The light energy, the energy of the Creator, has been stepped up. We are experiencing it as you are experiencing it. And we are enjoying it, making a maximum use of it as you are. We have spoken in the past about how this energy comes to you, to your individual lives, to your consciousness, and to your planet, to this beautiful planet, in the form of waves, or with the nature of waves. And so it is that now we are experiencing another wave, or you might call it a new wave. It is the same old thing, only a little bit more powerful. Where do these waves come from? What's really going on here in this universe? It's very vast, the universe. The earth is such a small place, such a tiny speck in the mind, in the consciousness of God, the Creator. Yet it is a very important place at this time. There is a great deal of energy being focused on this world, and with all of you, as I'm sure you have noticed, it is so profound at times. So though the earth is but a small part of the universe, a small speck in the incredible array of galaxies and universes, the love that is being beamed to you or channeled to you is quite profound. You are all very dear to the heart of the Father. And a great deal of energy is being expended, a great deal of attention is being given to each of you individually. In this vast, incredible universe, so much is being showered upon each of you at this time. It is indeed a cosmic play which is occurring. very profound, very deep. I will tell you where the waves come from. They come from the heart of God. They come like waves of laughter, spontaneous, yet always perfect. And we ride upon these waves as you do. We utilize this energy. We focus this energy. All of the ships and all of the beings of the Ashtar Command, all of the angelic hierarchy which is surrounding the earth and working with you, we are all channeling, just as you are channeling yourselves. Some of us are channeling to the earth, healing the earth as best we can, helping her to release that which she has been holding of negativity and pain. Some of us work more specifically with the beings on the earth. And some of us work very specifically with the light workers. You might say you are our main focal point at this time. So as the love of God flows from His heart as laughter, you feel it. It flows through your portion of the universe. It flows through your solar system. It flows through your planet. And it flows through your bodies like a vast wave of etheric love energy. As it does so, it purifies, it raises your vibrations, the frequency of your atomic vibration, I will call it. So the good news is there is more and more light, more and more love available to you, more than ever before. The bad news is that every time we have a new wave of energy, it forces a little bit more emotional and mental clearing, more physical clearing. And I'm sure some of you have been experiencing this as well. But you are becoming more and more pure channels for this energy. The more that we work with you, the more you are becoming purified, the more you are becoming clear and open. And I think you are learning more and more to enjoy this energy, these waves. And you are learning to focus it in your lives in positive ways. You are learning, having seen many times, many patterns of release and processing, and the results of them, you have learned that if you are undergoing a process of release, that it is to be short-lived and that you will come out the other side feeling lighter and more beautiful, more healed, more open. And so it is. And so it proceeds. As you learn to create using this vital force which comes as the laughter of God, as the love of God. It flows through your bodies. It opens your hearts. It nurtures you and relieves your doubts and fears. It convinces you that what we are saying about these times and about the ascension waves, that it convinces you that there may be some truth to this. That it is not just idle philosophizing or speculation. In truth, it is real. The ascension is real. The transformation of the earth is real. And you will witness it. Very shortly you will have proof. So, these waves of love and light are striking this planet and every being upon it simultaneously. The waves of love do not discriminate between light workers or star seeds and the mass of humanity. All are treated equally. All are given full access to this energy. So what is the difference between those who are attuned to it and those who are not? This energy that flows through your bodies is what sustains life. In fact, it is what sustains the whole creation. This planet and you and all of your life are in a continual state of creation. You are continually creating in each moment, that moment and the moments to come. So the effect that this increased light and love energy has upon the world is twofold. It sort of acts to separate the light from the darkness. Those who are of the light and conscious of it become more enlightened. Those who are of the darkness, or who are still somewhat ignorant of what is really happening here, of their true selves, they receive the energy and it is channeled through their bodies also, channeled through their consciousness. And it acts to intensify what you are projecting and experiencing. So, the same energy that is causing deeper peace and deeper love and light in your lives is causing more apparent chaos and confusion in the world at large. More processing, more release, more earth changes. The same energy of love. Whether you are aligned with it or not, this is what is critical. This is what separates. This is what distinguishes. Even the dark forces that are here causing confusion are receiving the same energy that you are. They are transforming it into something quite different than you are. They are misusing it. So you see, all are receiving the Father's love. Throughout the universe, when these waves blossom forth, they are, strike all. The entire universe, all the universes are receiving this energy. And this is how the Creator orders His creation. This is how He reorders and restructures and perfects that which He has created, that which has been misused and twisted somewhat by the darkness. So you have received messages in the past from different masters concerning manifestation and your own powers to create. And indeed, your powers of manifestation are growing. They are growing each day. They are growing in relation to the amount of love energy and light that is being processed and sent through you. I just want to make you more aware of this, so that you will choose wisely in where you put your attention and where you put your energy, what you focus on. For know that what you focus on now, you are giving life to, you are creating. This energy is very powerful. If you are focusing on any negative emotions, you will be feeding those and creating more of those in your life. If you are focusing on love and healing and peace, or on your desire to experience these, then you will magnify these. It is a very critical time, a very important time, and it is important that you each understand this. You have responsibility in your lives, and to be responsible to what you are creating. How does it feel to us? It feels like joy. It feels like promise. It feels like hopeful. It feels it feels like something that we have been waiting for. And it is something you have been waiting for. And we are doing what we can to bring it through to you in every way. If you feel in your life, especially at these times of great new input of energy, intense feelings of any types of despair or fear or confusion, doubts, any of your emotional clearings, I would like to tell you that it is going to be of a short-term nature, that you will experience more clearing if you have not already, and that it is part of the path that you are on. So I would like to confirm for you now that the amount of energy that is coming through is truly profound, and it is, let me say, not taking any prisoners. So with every passing wave of energy, there is a tendency for you to release at deeper levels and to come more into the light and more into the love. Know that we are always with you. This process will continue. It continues for all of us, at whatever level of creation we are. So it is good that you learn how to deal with this as the Creator himself is expanding and always sending out more and more intense levels of love and peace and light. It will not end when you have ascended. It will become much easier, of course, but you will still have to deal with these waves of energy and the expansion that comes from them. So you will indeed have a certain amount of processing that continues. I think it will be much more graceful than what you have experienced here. The most important aspect of this energy, and that is why I am coming through this evening, and that is why we had arranged for Watana to come through first, to ground you and to open you up to this, is to bring more energy into the heart center, to open the heart center, for this is truly your home. It is truly where you can exist from and where you can feel safe and secure and nurtured and feel balance and feel what you would call peace, even in the midst of all the transitions that are occurring. The transitions will continue and they will intensify. It is for you to be attached to what is truth, to what is light and love. This is your sanctuary. And we will be working tonight, as we have been, with opening your heart centers to fill you with that peaceful, loving energy, to expand you a little bit more in this area. It is so important. It is this energy which ultimately has the largest effect on awakening the other star seeds and the mass of humanity. The love energy. You can receive information, identical information, from two different sources. Two different people, let me say. One person could tell you the same information, word for word, coming from a very intellectual or philosophical standpoint. And it could come into your mind, into your thoughts, and not have any effect upon you. Another person could tell you the exact same information, coming from a place of love, having a vibration of love connected with this information, and it will be very transforming to you. And so it is that with this love energy, those who are still asleep will awaken. And a great deal can be accomplished. In fact, it is time, as Ashtar said, to intensify your focus upon this planetary healing or upon the awakening of others. Not in a way that you have to necessarily go out and speak to everyone you meet about it, but in a way that you are radiating love as much as possible. You are all such loving beings. Indeed, it is a pleasure to come here and be with you. So share this energy of your hearts with others as well. This is ultimately what will change the face of the earth. This is ultimately what will reach those. A little bit of information and a lot of love. Your hearts are quite vast. They are opening quite beautifully this evening and at other times. Quite vast. The energy that you hold within your bodies and within your hearts can expand. It can expand in all directions. Like a radiation of peace, like a radiation of light. Your hearts have been opened. They will be opened more this evening. And we will do some group channeling again, as you did on Friday with Ashtar. So now I would like to ask you to simply sit and breathe with me, and those of you who have questions, you may take this time to address them to me. Please feel free to ask me anything that is concerning you. If you have no questions, enjoy this love presence that is showering forth upon you at this time.
Jesus, lately when I've been meditating, I feel sort of electric charges, it feels like, in my legs. It feels quite uncomfortable. I was wondering if you could tell me what's causing this.
Have you been working with any new guides lately?
Not to my knowledge. I'm not aware of my guides yet.
They are trying to make themselves known to you by giving you signals, I think.
Is there anything I can do to open myself up to their presence?
You are doing it. I think call upon Watana to work with you, and call upon me, of course. We are a potent combination. and Ashtar as well would like to work with you. And I will not tell you who is giving you the signal, but I will say they will make their presence known to you in this way, and you can begin to ask for messages from them. If it is uncomfortable, ask them to turn it down a little bit. Say, please tone this signal down. It is a little too strong.
Thank you.
Ask them. What's the big idea? What's with the shocks? Feel free to converse with your guides. Whether you feel that you can hear their messages or not, they, I assure you, can hear you. I think if you call upon me and Ashtar and Watana, you will have most of your bases covered as far as opening yourself. You will have most of your chakras wide open. And then if you receive messages, try to be open. It may feel like your thoughts at first.
Thank you.
It's a good sign. I would say it's a good sign.
Jesus, when we think about opening our chakras, are we to visualize them open as wide as possible? Is there because I had heard from other places that one should, sort of control the opening. Are we to just open them totally?
There is a time to open totally, and there is a time to be more conservative, I would say. If you are doing an exercise to open your chakras, I think you can use your intuition, call upon your guides and ask, if you have one of those chakra opening exercises where you go through all your chakras and open them. You can do so, and do so in a way that whatever feels right to you at the time. There will be times when different chakras will benefit from being more open, or you will benefit from them being more open. And you can generally go down through your chakras and open each one, visualize them opening equally if you desire. But I would also, in doing so, call upon your guides to fine-tune this process. So I would say, when you are consciously visualizing this, do so in a somewhat balanced way, If you feel like opening your heart a little more, if it feels right, then do so. Or if you feel like opening your throat center a little bit more. Everyone has chakras that are a little bit squeaky. You all have different chakras. A lot of you have lower chakras that are squeaky. That is why Watana comes in. He sort of forces them open a little bit more. I would think that when you are doing your meditation, if you are in a place where you feel safe and secure, you may ask for your chakras to be open to the maximum and allow the guides to work with you. And simply observe, or if you desire to be more simple, you can simply breathe and trust that they are opening in the perfect way. You may feel sensations in your body, of course. If you feel your top of your head, some intensity there, it is your crown chakra opening. If you feel something in your power center, it is your third chakra, this sort of thing. But I think you can trust your guides. You are at a state of development where your guidance is very strong and your protection is very strong. So if your guides are working with you and doing something that feels rather expanded, I would not be too afraid of it. I would say, check in with them and say, ask if this is the highest wisdom for you at this time to be experiencing this much opening. And of course there are times when it will be uncomfortable, just as a signal may be uncomfortable to you, and you can ask them to tone it down a little bit. But it is part of the process of opening, and there is a certain amount of discomfort from time to time, especially in areas where you have been stuck. This occurs a lot with your power centers. A lot of you have been reticent to open your power centers to your full power. So when you feel this happening, there may be almost a painful sensation, or indeed a painful sensation. So for you, I think, maybe call upon your guides and ask them to work with you in this way, and visualize it if you desire to or not. They will do it regardless whether you are visualizing or not, if you ask them to. In fact, when you call upon us, any of us, in order that you might experience our presence, we must open your chakras. If you feel my presence within your heart, it is an indication that I have come and opened your heart chakra. There is a general feeling that you can have of balance. I would say that is a good indicator to all of you. This is why, again, Watana has been coming through to open your lower centers a little bit more, so that when we come through and open your crown chakra down to your heart center, you will feel balanced. So if you are feeling imbalanced, say you are feeling too spacey or scattered in your energy, perhaps you need to bring the energy down and open up your lower centers. If you are feeling too much groundedness or too much earth and not enough etheric energy or love, then you can focus a little bit on opening these up. You have a feeling nature that is equipped to handle these situations. So just pay attention to your body and to your feelings. We will not tear you apart. Sometimes you may feel that you are expanding a little bit too much, and it may be uncomfortable. This is your ego or your limitations. This is your limited self telling you that you are not that big, and that it feels a little disorienting. Sometimes it will feel disorienting. You are expanding quite a bit more. Part of the process. The end result will be a completely aligned and a balanced, open chakra arrangement for each of you. Then you will be open channels for this light continually.
I have a question. I was in a class the other night, and the cat outside got a hold of a mouse, and some people made jokes, and it really upset me a lot. And I'm wondering what was going on with that. I had to leave, and I don't even feel comfortable going back.
Maybe it was just the universe telling you to move on or something like that. What was the nature of the class?
To open the heart. And I don't know, I reacted really strongly to how the people reacted to that. And I'm very sensitive to animals anyway, but it upset me so much during the past week. I was really wondering what was going on.
Well, you see, you bring experiences into your life to push your buttons so that you can process limitation and attachments. So I think that, in a way, perhaps this occurred for you as an indicator to move on, perhaps to other groups if you do not feel comfortable there. But you must also assume responsibility for the fact that you created this in your life to push certain buttons within you. There is a great sensitivity that you have in this area, and you do not wish to see innocent beings of any kind harmed or in pain.